So this one is nice and warm. Got a ream unit on. Come over here, I mean, it's the first thing I check. Cold, and I don't see a compressor sweating. Trying to finish these damn maintenance calls. Opening this up so I can clean it, and what do I find? Oh, I can't even reach. I hate this setup. There's no panel on that side. That's all the electrical, so you don't get a pass-through. Coil wraps all the way around, so having to check that. Yep. That looks like it blew. So let me get you guys to tell me. All right, it didn't look like we had a stain of any kind, but let's just double check if we have pressure. Yeah, we have 215. So yeah, I typically carry extra plugs just in case. All we're gonna do is clean up the terminals, and then we'll get this one on there. I'm gonna end up splicing it in here. I don't want to run the wire, and we'll go from there. Red, run common. All right, now I'm not even gonna try. I put the new one in and it is super loose. We're gonna end up, if it doesn't fall off again, we're just gonna end up overheating that terminal and that thing's gonna blow. Now it's not directly in the direction of the coil, but you never know. You're gonna, or I could plug it in right now, pop a terminal and have to deal with that. So I will quote out a new compressor. So I got the old one here to show them, and it just corroded. You could tell also down here the wire like either spliced or expanded. So I'm gonna finish up my maintenance. Still got the other one to do. Recommend the compressor, and we'll see if we get it. So sometimes you work late. I got called back later that evening on an emergency walk-in call. And you know what that means? I actually had the same socks at the end of that 12 hours later, which is both amazing and disgusting. But you know why it wasn't? Those were my Camel City Mill socks. And they didn't feel nasty, sweaty, or any of that. I wear mine every day. I got the gray. They are American made, so they wick sweat 35% better than cotton and polyester. They keep your feet dry and comfortable even through a 14-hour shift. So they do that by having these vent releases, and they keep your feet cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And I can attest to that, being on a rooftop all day in the middle of summer in Texas. They are way more comfortable than any other socks that I've tried before. And they even have some that come over the calves now. Go to Camel City Mill, use a discount code reliablehvacr10. And if you have nice boots, you should have nice socks. They guarantee them for 10 years. So if you guys rip them, put a hole in them, they will replace them for free. Also, if you buy more, you save more, and just, you know, do yourself the favor. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, right? There's electrical, our compressor should be right, the axis should be right there. On other rim units, all the electrical is on top, and this is open to the compressor. So this coil wraps around, and I gotta get in here. It's not that bad. Just gonna start, you know, recovering, loosening and everything, and then we're gonna unsweat this compressor. I thought the connections were on that side, but we're right here. It's not that bad. So yeah, I'll probably, I don't want to damage the coil, so I think it's better if I leave the top on, and I don't have to worry about the fan or anything. I just either lean over or hop in. We'll see how it goes. I screwed that one up. I'll fix it with solder. This amber controls, for the guys that always ask, it does that like butter. It does just fine. It's a small, really mini size torches, and I even kind of ripped through that 3/8 over there. So plenty hot, just for the guys that ask. There's always one screw that's a pain in the ass to get, so I need to kind of lean in there. At least I know the oil's clean. I got hung up here and I didn't want to damage the coil. I flipped it over. It happened to be this way. Oh, that thing is heavy. So now you can see it a little bit better. I mean, we could have sanded that down, like I said, but it's really rusted out. I don't want those pins to pop. I've had that happen quite often, actually. And then you lose a coil too, because it'll go right through the coil. Man, this thing only takes like 4 pounds. I thought it took way more. All right, we're cooling. I got warmth. It is cold out, so I had to have the guys lower the thermostat quite a bit just to get it on so we could finish the charge. And everything looks good. They got cooling for now. It's gonna get hot at the end of the week. So glad we got it out of the way when it was cold out. Where are my helpers at? Jesus. Man, it is so hard to find good help these days. My brother was here helping me out. He actually got lightheaded. He brought up the new compressor. I helped pull it up, and then he helped me get the other one out. I spilled oil when I tried initially getting out of the unit, but then he helped me get it to the end, get it down, all that. As we were finishing up, some other guy was there, and I couldn't tell if he was an HVAC tech or not. I don't want to be that guy, but the way he was dressed, you know, light gray short shorts, a white collared shirt, and I believe a Husky tool bag. And then he pulled around with this brand new truck, or, you know, just spotless truck. Doesn't look like it's used. The truck bed doesn't even look like it's been used. And the whole time, he was only there for a few minutes. He was taking pictures of things. So I'm assuming, because he brought out the neighbor customer to, I guess they have some units in the back, and he basically was telling them like what they needed. So I'm assuming he got a sale, you know. So, and didn't really work on anything. I think he just sold a unit, which, you know, fine if he's, which is fine if he's you know, brand new truck dressed like that. Maybe he makes a ton of money, you know, good for him. So we were up there replacing the compressor, changed it out. The old compressor technically may have worked. The plug just came off. We did a new plug on the new compressor. The old one, like I said, the only reason I would change it was because I didn't want a popped terminal, which has happened. They were pretty rusted back, and I didn't know what they were going to do. I was like, look, we can replace the compressor, or we can, the only other thing I could have done was use I guess it's a terminal repair kit, but it's like it goes on the, instead of the plug, it goes on with like screws or something. I've only used them a couple of times, and but I can't see that side, so it was going to be hard to get it on there correctly. Our vacuum, you know, you pull it as much as you can on an older system. I was taught a little bit different. Of course, always get it under 500. You're really looking for like 200 to 300, because when you valve that off and do your decay test, it's going to jump a couple hundred, a few, maybe even a few hundred, depending on how close you are to the vacuum from what you're reading. But once you valve it off and you verify that you're pulled down enough, you're good. It's just, I was taught 500 is perfect, 700 is acceptable, or 700 is common, and 1,000 was acceptable. That's the way I was taught. Not saying it's the right way or anything. Obviously now we shoot for under 500 every time, but old systems, you might get frustrated that you don't get that, and it happens. So we hovered around that 1,000, and I kept pulling. At that point, you can do like a triple evac. I do break it once with nitrogen and then vacuum it again. I don't usually, or I guess that would be a double evac. I don't typically do the triple unless it's really not pulling down, or the decay test is horrible. So everybody's different. I just, you know, try to be realistic. Thankfully, my dad stayed on the ground this time, and super simple. It was a super nice day, super sunny, 60 degrees. Had no issue. Our HVAC gods were smiling on us today. Everything went smoothly, got it in, and the rest of the week is more change outs. So since this one went smoothly, I anticipate some tougher ones during the week. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, got something out of it. You know, it's not perfect every time, but you do what you got to do. And I'm gonna go get some lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna pick up a sandwich. I got a doctor thing tomorrow, so, and a dentist thing, so I might not be able to eat good. I'm gonna eat good today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all of you for watching the video, supporting the channel. Make sure, like I said, you're subscribed and you get notified for new videos. Check out the merch store. I appreciate all the sleeves. I'm about to sell out of arm sleeves, but I'll order some more, and I'm gonna work on some new designs on that. I want to have some different colors. If you guys didn't know, there's a Discord in the description, HVAC Nights. I appreciate that community, that group, and everybody that helps each other in there. That's what it was for. I try to answer when I can. I know I've been bad about it. I'll get back into it. And more videos in general, just trying to knock them out, and live stream maybe on Sundays to do Q&A and have people come on and just chit chat with the live chat. The Reliable Trades podcast is its own channel, because that's where I actually I kind of interview people and try to get to know them and have some fun conversations, but that are helpful to people. That's what that's for. When I do my live streams, it's going to be more laid back, trying to answer every question in the chat as long as I can. And then obviously HVAC Nights on Thursdays is where we rant and BS and laugh at ourselves, laugh at different things, talk about tools, and just super random conversations. Jake was singing a few weeks ago on there. We're getting crazy donations. It's a good time. So HVAC Nights on Thursdays, and I'll probably be more active on live streaming Sunday night, just to do getting ready for the week type of deal. So I don't know if I'll call it anything, title it, but yeah, appreciate you guys that make it fun in the comments or in the live streams. And I think that's it. I'm gonna go eat something. See you guys.